the Talking Leeds podcast, match reaction with Aaron Marshall and Gerry McNamee.
Hello and welcome to Talking Leeds, another match reaction show with myself, Arron Marshall, and Mr. Gerry McNamee, reflecting on Wolves 1, Leeds United 3. First away win of the season, first goals from open play. Everything is rosy. We don't need to be worried, do we, Gerry?
No, I think the Premier League's on again. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, not getting carried away. But it was yes, very satisfying. A very wet day, big puddles coming home, lots of big puddles, and a bit scary. The sun's shining today. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we'll take that all day. Go behind against. It's a poor team, Wolves. They're at the bottom for a reason. As I said to you, I recognise the goalkeeper and Strand Larson come on. The rest looked like Championship manager made up names. I didn't recognise. There was a player called Mascara. As somebody said, he was out on the lash last night. You can have that lash Mascara. Yeah. But anyway, but us, we were really good. Managed the game well, and you got to beat teams like that. Looking at all the records that went. Stats Dalton came up with I texted him straight away because last week he said we were in 498 scores for Leeds. So we got 499, 500 and 501, 3 debutant scores in one game, which has never happened. Johnny Cooper, I think, chipped in here, has never happened in Leeds history. Our first free kick in the Premier League.
Yeah, I've got that.
2003, when you weren't born. And
I was born.
And the first free kick from for his first goal since Calvin did against West Brom in 2021.
Yeah.
And lots of other mad stuff that just Johnny Cooper comes
and
up
with. The Daniel Fack W Hoodoo has been broken as well, hasn't it?
Oh, we had W Hoodoo. Well, we beat Watford last year. And we had W Hoodoo? Didn't know. West Ham?
Hoodoo in the Premier League, apparently.
Oh, maybe the Premier League. Yeah, West Ham.
Like
we beat Wolves last time we played them. That was our last away win. I'm not sure. We'd have to check that one. But I think in fairness, the last time we were in the Premier League, we had a whole alphabet of Hoodoo. So let's not worry about that. But a good day, a very wet day. And it was one of those days you thought this could be a good day. Wolves is a strange ground because it's very shallow as far as the stand's concerned and long. It's hard to get atmosphere going, but Wolves had nothing. And I think at the end they were singing, "You sold the team, now sell the club to their owners," and they've got a whole set of problems. But they still went ahead. But I suppose the team was the same. Dan James and Nonto were injured, so Harry Gray and Pirro on the bench, same team. And I thought we started well. Those players. Goodmanson made a couple of runs into the box, and I thought, this is the story. He's going to score to make up for last week, which wasn't his fault. And all of a sudden, Wolves' first attack, and Okafor, we were talking about this off air, a couple of times he did it in the last third, and tried a little back flick, lost possession. Don't try that shit in your last third. And we lost the ball, and all of a sudden, Joe Rodon on the strike didn't seem to be anywhere, and was trying. They crossed the ball in last ditch stretch from Longstaff and finished. And you thought, what a stupid goal to give away. Where were we? But rather than capitulate, we dominated. And 3 goals in 15-minute spell. Was Calvert-Lewin. There's a total comedy act at Sheffield Wednesday. And in fairness to the guy. He hasn't let it affect him. He's confident. He gave the whole "this is me" shirt. This is my name to the Wolves crowd. He hangs in the air. He really does. And he didn't get much service in the second half. Obviously, we were sitting back a bit, but the header was a cracking one. To get a header like that, great cross from Bogle. And I thought he really led the line well, and fair play to him. Coming with a lot of baggage. Oh, he's injury prone. He's lost it. Blah blah. We got him on a free. He missed 3 penalties. He did miss 3 penalties. Missed 3 shots and a penalty that's still somewhere around Saturn or Jupiter. I don't know where. But that's all. I was really keep him fit, and he's gonna get his double figures this year, definitely.
Yeah, and I think as well with Calvert-Lewin though, Gerry, it's the confidence, isn't it? You get him; he's off and running now. Keep him fit, as you say. We've got to. He still needs protecting a little bit, doesn't he? In terms of injuries and things. But I was quite impressed with him. He was getting into dangerous positions as well. He looked lively. So the header was brilliant, really was.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the cross Bogle needs a lot of credit for that as well. That real quality there. I know it took a little reflection off one of the defenders.
Well, it annoyed me last night. I've been saying this all along. Match of the Day hasn't done any analysis on Leeds. So their analysis on that goal was, Bogle had too much space to cross that in, and the centre halves weren't looking where the Calvert-Lewin was. And I thought, come on, it's a good cross and a bloody good header. Most Premier League teams would love a goal like that. So start off Match of the Day. Wayne Rooney. Who wants to listen to Wayne Rooney?
Nobody.
I don't want to listen to Wayne Rooney on Match of the Day. Anyway,
exactly.
But
listen to us instead.
So 1-1, and then we've got to talk about wee Brendy. He got a lot of plaudits yesterday, and in fairness, he worked his socks out. I still don't think he's right. It's still physicality, but he never gave up. He was knackered at the end, and he played the ball through to Calvert-Lewin, and who was bumped in the back, free kick. And here we were last week saying, bloody screw, Stack can't beat one-man wall. Jesus, should be on. What did you say that? We were right directly, and just bang. And free kick there was grown men in their 90s thinking, I don't even remember seeing a free kick scored like that. It was fantastic. And then again, Stack ran through and played the ball through to Okafor, and what great finish. And you know what? Still had a few reservations, but I did say this to the guys as well. I said, I think there's definitely a player in there. He's got something. He's solid, but he made a few wrong decisions. He had one stage where the ball and he was running across the box, maybe a quicker pass, and he ran into a wall. But I think he's learning, and I think he's not fully fit yet. You can see that he ran his leg off. So for those 3 guys to get goals like that, because the Stack was sort of dipping a bit, and Okafor we're not sure about, and that'll give them such a big lift. And throughout the team, let's talk about Carl Darlow.
Number
just
1.
Don't play him in the League Cup. The League Cup's not for him. We know that. But you're looking at that and thinking, it's your space now. Perry has to win that back. It's not a case he walks back in the team, because he was excellent. He made a couple of great saves, but it's things like balls coming in dead low, and you have to go down and scoop them. And it looked like a lot of the shots are straight on, great position, and he looks like a guy with a lot of confidence now. And fair play to him. You know, why wasn't he in the team earlier last year? But that's a whole other story. But I thought he was excellent and pushing for man of the match, I think, in a lot of ways. He pulled off a fantastic save. It ended up was a free kick. But I thought, this is in. And he commanded his box, got his fist on, and couldn't fault him. He'd probably drop one in the net next week. But you could not fault him. And I thought Pascal and Rodon, the defence, when you're in your stress of 3-1 to get one back, we're struggling here. But when you look back at the end, you thought, Wolves had a lot of possession crossing, but we dealt with a lot. We were confident. We held out. I thought Goodmanson, class act, really.
I'm going to mention him, Joe, because I think Gabby Goodmanson down that left hand side, brilliant, it really is, and he looks really solid in that role. He seems to have just made. I know we had Firpo last year and things like that, but you just think, God, he looks okay. You know, that you can't really fault him, because every time I see, obviously the own goal last week, unfortunate, freak. But of all the games I've seen him, I'm quite more impressed with his play, his style. He just works for him, and he's a grafter. That's what I like as well.
Well, imagine Leeds are now scoring free kicks, and we've got a left back who looks like a left back.
Yes,
I played a junior, but he was always a bit unique.
Yes.
And it's wonder what the Bogle, that looked a bad injury yesterday. That's a worry. But then you got James Justin Is it James Justin?
James Justin, yeah.
A guy with two Christian names. Never always wary of them. But we got an experienced fullback coming in, and he looked fine. So hopefully Bogle's not too bad. I thought Ampadu was Ampadu yesterday, and he was getting deeper. And there was one he skied in the penalty box a bit, and don't shoot, just don't shoot. That's one thing I'd say to him. You're never going to score, Ethan, but I usually have a few quid on you just for the fun element of it. Longstaff. Somebody said to me, I said, you never notice Longstaff, and you don't. I thought a few crunching tackles, he gets his foot in, and I thought we pressured them, and that was good to see that everybody worked the socks. I say Brendan at times can be frustrating, but he played a great through ball at one stage to Calvert-Lewin, which didn't come to anything in the end, but he just kept going. He's like Duracell Bunny. Maybe not our first choice should be, but you can't knock him. Stack ran. He kept getting free kicks. He either got through or he got free kicks.
Yeah.
Have I missed anybody off there? I think that's it.
I think you've covered them all there.
The subs come on. They had 3 come on second half again. Lopez and Fernandez and somebody Ez, and I just didn't recognise any. I'd keep looking at the programme. You thought Premier League, you should know most of the players. We had Meche come on late and Gruev.
Tanaka.
Tanaka. He was great. He just ran. Just didn't run around. He pressurised them. There was one stage the defender had the ball and he thought he's going to get this. Yeah. And he looked. I was watching Tanaka at the warm-up and he just kept continually hitting the ball against the advertising hoarding. And again, I thought, is this a error in the game or something? Is it like a FIFA PlayStation where some player is doing a mad thing? But he looked. He's an option for the rest of the season. And Jack Harrison came on. And now we don't even know it's Jack Harrison. It's just he's coming on and he's doing a job. So all in all, I think we're very happy. We scored 3 goals. We got points on the board. There will be tougher games, but that's said, we go 1 down. If you lose a game like this, it puts a whole different tinge on it. But Leeds fans are sort of happy. I'm looking on stuff on social media, and people are still trying to pick holes. It's not perfect, but we got points on the board, and that's all that matters. And I think that gives Daniel Farke a bit of confidence, and we look like a team. And if we keep this 4 points from 3 games scenario, happily do that. We're trying to work it out. We'd be on 40-something points at the end of the season. Let's do the maths. But and let's keep breaking records and not bad ones.
No, I just think that, as I said, the key thing for me, though, Gerry, as well with this is we've beaten teams, we've beaten Wolves, and we I think we joked about this last week, didn't we? Dr. Leeds are in town, and we thought, oh God, after 10 minutes, here we go, same old story. But the good thing from this performance was that they turned it around. They scored from open play. They've broken a little bit of those hoodoos, those early kind of season hoodoos. Oh, we haven't scored a goal from open play, and we can't win away from home, and blah 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 blah. But actually, breaking those yesterday, I think will kick us on for the rest of the season. I really do. And I tell you what, if we play like that against your West Hams, your Brentfords, your Burnleys, your Sunderlands, we will be okay. We'll be absolutely fine. Arsenal's, those big boys, we can't compete with them yet. We need to get rid of that out of our system. I think we learned a lesson against Arsenal that you can't go out and play like we did in the Championship. And you look at the team we put out that day. But take that one out. That 5. We've only conceded 2 goals. Is that right? 2 goals. And if the Arsenal came out, it's a pretty solid start. You've got to work on the defense. Got to be your starting point. Yeah. So we're comfortably mid-table. Well, it's only 5 games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Points.
Champions League. Yeah. We're above Man City, Newcastle. Hello, I'm saying hello to my Forest mates. Have a nice trip in Europe this week, but you come back to a relegation battle. We know that this can change very quickly, but
it can.
I feel we've made a decent start, and if we'd said 7 points from 5 games, bring it on.
We'd have snapped your hands off, wouldn't we, Gerry? We really would have. And beat Bournemouth next week, and we could be in the top 4. You never know.
Bournemouth. There is a good manager. Somebody needs to snap him. I mean, we were after him, weren't we?
We were
At
after
the
him,
time, wouldn't pay his release clause. Apparently, God, he is an excellent manager, and he lost his defence, and they look better. You know, they're Newcastle today, where they always seem to have a great day. I was talking to some Newcastle. My next door neighbours are Newcastle fans, and they say not Bournemouth. They always win against us, but they are a tricky team, and I'll settle for a point now. I really would. But if you pull something off there, it'll be massive. We get to boo Tyler Adams. Yeah,
Tyler Adams returns.
The little shit he was going to get solicitors involved. That's twice I've sworn. Sorry. Yeah,
it's all right.
Sinister is gone, I think. Lewis Cook will be there. We'll give him a check. I can't remember if Lewis Cook is. I'm sure we must have played against him before.
Cook, yeah,
he should be still. He still leads, so he gets credits. And was there somebody else went there that we hit? Max Aarons, but he's at Rangers now apparently. So it's not let's not bear a grudge. But I think old Tyler will get a welcome.
Tyler Adams.
And our Cookie's injured. Somebody says, that's a shame. He's a good player, but maybe there's no harm. But they're decent. They're up the table, considering how small a club they are. They do fantastic, but it'd be a big statement. But we got to go into this with confidence. The crowd behind us, everything else.
Yeah,
we're it's a 3:00 kickoff.
Saturday at 3:00. It's a rarity.
I think, we got Burnley after that. It's another 3:00. The new fixtures are out for November. We got Forest on Sunday the 9th. Villa on Sunday the 23rd, which was nearly a disaster for me because my other half had organised something, but it got cancelled. So I'm dreading, please don't move the Liverpool game in December to the Sunday. If we don't, I'm clear. If not, I'm going to miss that one.
No.
I'll be sitting around the table eating and thinking, where's the score? I can't do it. But anyway, that's my domestic arrangements. So that's it sorted. So I think we're realistic, but we can be happy and we can be, enjoy the moment without thinking that it's be all and end all and it can change very quickly. A couple of defeats, but we had to get something yesterday, I feel, because the mood goes down and social media goes a bit mad. But people just we just love Leeds, and that's what it does to us. We've been through this so many times.
Absolutely, and I think the key thing though at this stage of the season, yes, we're only 5 games in, but 2 wins are on the board, and we said, didn't we, at the start of the season, 10 wins. It's 8 more now, which you a couple of draws here and there, which you will naturally pick up, but 8 more, 9 more wins. That's all we need. I'd say 8 will do it, and get the points. Get them exactly. This is all we need, because ultimately, come the January transfer window, we are going to have to strengthen somewhat, because we can't rely on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But again, he's doing all right, is the lad. We can't really.
And his link-up play as well. I forgot to mention that. Some of his link-up, little touches, little flicks, and he just looks up for it. I thought we'd see a guy who wasn't 100% fit, and we'd take him ages to get in the team. He's got a point to prove, and
he has.
He'll be decent, and a couple of my Evertonian mates, they're quite pleased for him. They spoke to me yesterday, and they're gutted. Liverpool, did you see Jack Grealish? I didn't see Jack Grealish on Match of the Day last night. Oh, they don't give us anything. That guy hasn't got 2 brain cells. He really hasn't. I don't like Jack. I thought
it was funny because he picked up a yellow, didn't he, after the game or something?
Yeah, that was just for being a prick. I think that was it, just for looking stupid and wearing small shin guards and being a traitor. But anyway, that's another story. That was Declan Rice. I have to get it in. Sorry,
you have to get it. We will have it anyway. But Gerry, on to the next one. Bournemouth then at home. Yeah. It's going to be a tough one, that, isn't it, Ellen Road? We've got to try and get something from that. Anything against these. Bournemouth are a good side. Let's not forget, yes, that they are a relatively small club for the Premier League, but they are a good, well-established Premier League side. And then obviously Spurs before the next international break.
Well, it feels like ages since we've had a home game. It'll be a month with the international break and 2 away games. So it's we've only had Everton, Newcastle. Newcastle was the end of August. So it'll be nice to get back to normal surroundings.
And that's the key thing with Ellen Road, with that crowd behind them. It was special against Everton and it was against Newcastle. But get behind them at home, and you never know what can happen. You really don't. And as home form, we're unbeaten. We're unbeaten at home.
Yes, we are. Yeah, what a record.
What a record.
Yeah. And we do okay against Bournemouth. I think remember the last time we played them, I think we were 3-1 down.
Yeah, we were.
Willie came on and went, but now we won 4-3.
Yeah.
Happy days. I'll take one of those again.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. So yeah, let's get behind them next week. Let's enjoy. Hope it's another rainy. I love rainy day football matches. It's great. As long not like Blackburn. Yes, did you see Blackburn's pitch?
Yeah,
ball just would not move. They had to abandon it. So, but that's the championship. You know who cares about that? I was
Speaking of the championship, Gerry, Mr. Wilder is back in a job.
I know. I thought he got sacked this morning. Now, yeah. I tell you what, don't rule Sheffield United out of the playoffs. I would not. He'll get them going. He certainly will. As you look at the championship, Middlesbrough top. It looks very clunky, doesn't it? Without big teams like us in it. I'm not one people up saying that. It is a strange division. We're probably going to have movement in the Premier League this year. Unfortunately, I think Graham Potter won't survive, which is a shame because I was hoping to get something to keep him in a job ready. We got them the end of October. I wanted him still there, but he won't. Nuno's been mentioned and Slaven Bilic.
That was an interesting one, but only on a short-term deal for that, which makes me wonder. Well, actually, they don't really know who to get. Nuno would be a great fit there, I think. But
I hope not, no, because I don't want to see good. You want to see something mad going on there. You just want to see. You want to see a couple of teams cut adrift pretty quickly, don't you? And at least then you're fighting for one spot.
When you're looking at the bottom three, so obviously Wolves are down there, West Ham are down there. Villa, I think, will pull away. I think
Villa, that's a false position for Villa. They're the ghosts that didn't score. Who have they got today? They've got
Sunderland. Is it Sunderland today?
Sunderland, yes. I'd rather a Villa win. That Sunderland have got off to a great start in fairness, but they need stopping in their tracks, don't they, really?
Yeah. Brentford are down there, Burnley are down there. They were kind of expected, really, weren't they?
Brentford went one up last night, and they started okay, but I think
the Keith Andrews effect is starting to drip in, I think.
His hair looks like that lad who won't cut his hair until Man United win 5 games. Have you seen him? He's got this big mop of like a Busby thing. Again, Amarin stays in the job after yesterday. That was a mad game. So they'll think they're going to win stuff now, but I think that might have been a false dawn as well. I hope so. It's fun seeing them down there and struggling. As I say, you get your kicks from watching these. We get your kicks from seeing other people suffer, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, hopefully Leeds can kick on now to the next international break. As I say, we've got Bournemouth and Spurs. Hopefully we can pick up a few points against those. And who knows, we might get 6. You never know.
Yeah, you know what's wrong with the Premier League, though? Last week we needed a midweek game to get it out of our system, and it's been a long week. It's been a really long week, and not much news around. So it'll be nice this week.
Yeah, the EFL Cup's back this week.
Yeah. Well, I watched Celtic are playing in the Europa League Wednesday. Then we can laugh at Rangers on Thursday. Poor Joe Rothwell's having a rough time up there.
He is.
And I'm worried about Dundalk. We could have gone 9 points clear with 4 games to go last night. We were abject. Last minute, got a throw in. He fell through. It was just awful. But we're 6 points clear, 4 games to go. We should still win that league. But that's what football does to you.
Absolutely. It is the hope that kills you.
Dundalk have played Leeds once. I might have told you this before. They've played once, 1953, and I wasn't there before you ask. Yeah, I think Leeds won 2-1 in a friendly.
Oh, brilliant. So, they need to do the Old Ireland tour again. I know you went to the Dublin one. They used to always do the pre-season tours.
Only Lansdowne Road can hold us now, 50,000.
Exactly, yeah.
And you look on social media, there's groups everywhere, not just in Europe. And America's massive now, isn't it? The square ball guys have been over there in New Orleans, and it's massive over there.
Stuart Dallas was over there this week as well.
He's got a great job. Ambassador now. He's got a great job. Yeah. He nipped down to Malaysia to see something else, and I think we get to be ambassadors. I don't know. not a Peter Mandelson type ambassador. We don't want to be that. No. You don't want Prague saying, no, never met him before, don't know who he is.
No.
That was the funniest thing of the week. No, never met him. Who is he? No. bit of politics there. Yeah. What's good on the telly? You know, I watched a classic the other night from the 80s, The Firm. It was
All right,
about
okay.
Gary Oldman and Phil Davis, and any actor you can, London actor you can think there's about 60 now. It was about soccer hooligans, but really good. The Firm on BBC4 on a Thursday night, or maybe they're showing old classic movie. The Godfather was on a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, that's a good one. So what's that? Catch up on various things that I'm.
Nothing for us at the moment. We are on the hunt for a good series. There
was one called Black Rabbit that I've seen last night. Jude Law and the guy out of Ozark who I can't remember. There's a few, there's a few classics. If you've never watched Boardwalk Empire, watch that. The Sopranos I'll always recommend. The West Wing, stuff like that. My son is an actor. His mate is starting a new movie about the Guinness factory. That's one you want to go and see. Arthur Guinness.
Arthur Guinness.
I'm waffling now. Yeah, old classics.
Right, I'll check them out. Right then, Gerry, we'll leave it there. We'll hopefully bring on another 3 points next week, and I'll catch up with you next week.
Champions League next year, baby. Yeah, we're coming Europe. We're coming. Oh, that's another thing as well. The 1975 movie is coming out, isn't it? At selected venues. I'm sure it'll be picked up by some distributor, Prime or Netflix or something. But that's going to invoke lots of stuff, isn't it? The European Cup 1975, which we won, and which we're over. Don't bear a grudge. We're over it now. Never.
Because we'll win it next year. We'll win the Champions League.
We've won it once. We've won it once. We'll win it again. Yeah. Champions of Europe. Yeah. There we go. That's enough. Stuff. That's enough gob on a stick for me for a Sunday morning.
Cheers, Gerry. We'll see you on the next one.